Chili dogs. Chili dogs are great. I should not associate them with like the worst mascot.
We're actually
But he's
live
the
to the waiting queue
best
now.
mascot.
So
Is he really a worse mascot than Pepsi Man?
He once fell through
yeah.
dimensions and he was eating a chili dog.
Pepsi Man
that.
like circles back around that it's great.
God damn it.
There's just something about Pepsi Man where it's just like, oh man, this is great.
The Ding Dang Diggler bot just posted to everybody that we're live on Driving Out Found. Wait,
Well, the Diggler is a liar.
the Ding Dang Dagler. I'm gonna delete that real quick.
6 minutes to upload.
I'm censoring it.
We talked about Maker exploding in the podcast already, right? You must have.
I think so, a little bit. Like they planned to explode, but they didn't explode last time we talked about it.
Oh, well, they've certainly exploded now. Now you're done.
Very elegant. That's even more clickbaity.
Maker Studios explodes. Millions dead.
Not really.
Mickey Mouse cries real tears.
You won't believe what happens next.
Number 6 will make you cry. Because it's a fucking dead body. That's why. It makes you cry with...
There are these things on Facebook that I know are clickbait, and I can't stop clicking them.
Oh.
And it's really getting to me.
You're the problem.
Not. They're just like, this person said this, and then they start it and they cut it off at the most important part. And I'm like, yeah.
Just do what I do and just don't go on Facebook in like 4 years at this
I
point.
like that option.
I would like to. It's just the only way I can contact certain family members to find out if they're like living and doing interesting things.
Oh man, thank God I don't have that problem.
I might have like permanently lost contact with my half brother if it wasn't for Facebook. Because eventually he joined and we contacted each other for the first time in like 6 years because he just lost our information to contact us.
My I told Fraser this. My half sisters think that I'm homophobic and racist because of my real brother. So yeah.
Do you have an evil brother?
Yeah.
The twist is he actually is both of those things.
Yeah, the twist is like, but I didn't want them to know.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's private information between family members.
Your brother's actually just a multiple personality of you.
Oh,
I always would have figured that Billy did have a brother, but Billy himself was the evil brother.
No, I'm the Okay, this is gonna sound fucked. I'm the relatively normal one.
No,
like-
fair enough.
Can't whistle.
The amount of kids my older brother has, oof,
Is over 4?
it's at last count it was 10,
damn.
Oh,
and that was like 7 years ago. And trust me, he's definitely had more kids than that.
is
just
he
lost
particularly intelligent?
No, but
Oh.
women like him for some weird reason.
Maybe because he has so many children, women like him, and it's just like, just continues like that.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
he's like
assuming
a
they're not with the
master of
same
negging.
person.
He knows the way to a girl's heart is ignoring them.
Just being a dick,
Oh.
a slight dick.
Sounds like an upstanding member of society.
You know it.
He's one of my favorite brothers because I don't see him. So
He's invisible?
in a way, yeah, sort of.
I was trying to find out how to make it so that I can edit the waiting queue's desktop, but I have to worry about that later. I can't do that right now. Oh man, Glyphus is in the chat. Hi, Glyphus.
Yeah, it's a shark man.
Whew.
There's 6 people watching already? What the?
Oh, half of them are
Right.
probably us, to be honest.
That makes more sense.
Although, does it show us? We're all moderators, right?
Like, sometimes it doesn't show moderators, and sometimes it does. I've noticed that, and I don't know why.
Maybe it's to make the streamer feel better.
Yeah, it's to boost their ego.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
if it's
one-
over 10, it gets rid of the moderators. When it was under 10.
Wait,
Hey, one person's watching. Oh,
no, I mean, you know, I'm used to that. I'm used to just talking to nothingness, so those times when I do stream and it's like nobody, I just go into Let's Play mode. Just start talking like I would, like if I'm Let's Playing. Holy
Usually I
shit.
mention the fact that I'm talking to a void.
Yeah.
And
But
then
no one
Mango
knows
shows
that
up and
because-
calls me an idiot.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, is she Relic? Oh my god, what if Mango's is Relic and has been this whole time? Oh my god.
I don't think Relic can keep
You've
up
never
the
seen
nice
them in the
facade
same
that long.
room.
It's true.
That would be the best prank that has ever happened.
That would be fucking insane. You know how much bullshit Boss has set through? It's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, maybe Relic didn't want us to know that he was watching the stream so much. So
That
he
would
made a
do it.
persona.
Ah.
I propose that we accuse Boss of being Relic.
Yeah. She might show up to the podcast, but then again, she has college, so
Mhm.
I have to work tomorrow.
I don't know about that. If she really is Relic, you know, this could end poorly for us. He does have all of her personal information.
I don't. Wait, is he Batman?
He's Batman, but his secret identity is that he's a teenage girl that goes to baking school.
Yeah,
That's
so he's a less
amazing.
interesting
Oh my
character.
god.
I am the knight.
I am the cooker.
Instead of falling in a cave of bats, he fell in a cave of schoolgirls.
He's like, I must make the perfect cupcake. No.
Okay, we gotta start the podcast here. Here we go.
All
All right, everybody, welcome to the Winky Podcast number 112 for 4/6/17. I'm here with Cross as usual, as well as Billy and Buttkiss. It's a new NBC sitcom.
Yeah.
Billy and Buttkiss.
112? Seriously?
Number 112.
We've only had 12 podcasts since the 100th episode?
Yep.
Wasn't that like a year ago?
Yeah, but you gotta remember, we had that 3-month break. The longest break we've ever had since 2013, for fuck's sake.
That's true.
So,
That makes
yeah, the podcast is happening on a Thursday because it ties back into my job. You know, I said that I got a job last week, or last time we did the podcast, not last week. But I work on Mondays pretty much all the time now, or at least for the next month. So we just thought, we want to do a podcast, things are happening, and let's just do it on a Thursday, because why the hell not? Hardly anybody watches it live anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter too
So
much.
how are you doing, Billy, as you're listed first in the list?
I have a bunch of PS4 games I'm not playing that I probably should play. That's about it.
Sounds about right. I never
Tell
played
us
a
about your
console game.
dogs.
Oh yeah, my dogs got their hair did today.
Oh, yeah.
They were freaking out in the car, and so me being me, while I'm my dad's driving them, I had to listen to some heavy metal because it was the most annoying sound in the world.
Fair enough. How are you doing, Buttkiss?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Apparently, Billy's fifth dog is mysterious in the X-Files play every time.
Do, 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 do. Here's the Doges, by the way. Billy's
Yeah, it's
Doges.
just weird that he
Oh,
was
you have Doge
segmented.
pictures.
Doge pictures.
It was weird
Oh,
that he was
we-
segmented off. Like he was not in the group photo. He's just hanging out with his mouth.
Well, it's because he
open.
doesn't look as cute without,
Like the other dogs have multiple photos of them. He just has that one.
God, they're all chained up. This is like some horrifying camp.
Nah,
That
they're
one on
fine.
the
They're on
front's not
drugs.
chained
They
up,
love
is
it.
he?
Huh?
That one on the
No,
front's
he's
not
not.
chained up, is he?
He is.
He's
Oh,
better
no.
behaved
No,
than
never
the
mind.
rest of them.
Yeah.
Wishy's
He
probably
was the
just
snitch. He's on the veterinarian side.
no. The one on the right, if we leave our door open, they'll run around the neighborhood. Except the one on the far right, it'll just sit on the porch and just be like, I'm too old. I can't make it in the world.
Yeah, last time I went out there, I saw a squirrel and tried chasing it and broke 2 hips.
Oh,
Sort of, actually. He chased a bunny. The bunny got away, and he was just like,
Damn.
Bunny came back and pushed the dog over.
pretty much, yeah. They peed on him and just no, now you're mine.
Go help me find some acorns. What about you,
How are you
Cross?
doing?
Oh, no, I said it first.
Oh. Well, I am listed next. I'm fine. I don't think anything crazy's happening. I'm turning older soon. Probably by the next podcast, I'll be older, which
Yeah.
that means I'll be mid-30s instead of early 30s, which that counts. That definitely counts as middle age, right? Oh God, if you double my age, I'll be 70.
It just occurred to me that you've already crossed your lucky numbers in years.
Yeah, and 32 is a pretty good year. So
Go figure.
yeah, I guess that works. I think 31 might have been better. except for actually no, it was no. Yeah, no, 32 was good. 31 was half horrible and half good. But yeah, that's pretty much. Oh god, I'm not gonna live to be 70. I'm definitely like
Jesus, that's morbid.
Well, I just assume I'm gonna get diabetes. I think I need to embrace the like,
Yeah, just like drink a
90% chance of diabetes.
couple dozen liters of soda one night.
Oh, I used to drink a liter of soda or 2 liters of soda every day when I was a teenager.
Ooh.
Yeah, me and Fraser kind of do that. I've given up pop actually.
That's a good thing to do.
Yep.
I haven't drank it like in at least a month.
What do you drink instead?
Energy drinks.
Water or no, I've also cut those out.
Okay, that's good.
Water or Gatorade. Gatorade.
I switched to Gatorade after soda, and it like did weird things to my teeth, and I didn't realize that because you wouldn't think it'd do things to your teeth, but apparently does. So.
Well, yeah, that food coloring, like because like they don't add that to like Coke, but they definitely add that to Gatorade.
There's something about the combination of the salt and something else that does weird things to your tooth enamel, like faster than soda even.
And teeth.
So, just make sure you brush your teeth after you drink Gatorade because it's really bad.
I'm probably gonna start like drinking apple cider when like it warms up.
Oh.
Like warm apple cider.
Yeah, I mean, God, last time I drank apple cider was from the stovetop, and just the way it went down. I don't know. I can't handle the texture and the temperature.
Did it taste salty? Because someone might have been messing with
It kind of reminded me of like better tasting, and this is gonna sound disgusting. Better tasting mucus.
Oh,
Yeah,
you were correct. It did sound disgusting.
it is the same sort of like consistency as that.
It reminds me of that one Courage the Cowardly Dog episode where the villain feeds everyone phlegm or something
Oh.
like that.
That's probably why I hate phlegm so much, because I used to watch that as a child.
No, podcast is over.
And they had that episode of with the spiders where they go to that hotel.
You drink more phlegm than any of us.
I'm trying to remember what that baby show was. I think it was like Super Babies or something.
Oh God,
It was like the most. It was like the Ripping Friends, except like way
that
worse.
terrible movie you mean? This baby
No.
geniuses. That's what it was.
No, I'm not thinking of Baby Geniuses. I never think of Baby Geniuses.
That's your loss.
Rugrat?
Only one baby Jesus, but not multiple baby Jesuses.
Yeah, he is our Lord and Savior. I guess, sort of, kind of, maybe.
So how you doing, companion? Working man?
You know, I'm working. I've worked probably about 60 hours total now.
Oh god.
And I started out doing 3 days a week, but now I'm doing like 5. And I'm there at the store during peak times. And just to go over what I do at Home Depot, and you know, the people that like walk up to you and say, "Hey, how can I help you with anything today? You're looking for something?" That's me. I have to ask them if they're looking for anything. I also have to lift stuff, which isn't something I exactly saw coming, like bags of mulch and just dirt and fertilizer.
Yeah.
I have to load up a shit ton of that every day, and it's something else. And I have to water plants, so it's definitely.
You also have
things
to,
do.
instead of pointing at something, you have to show the customer to it.
Exactly. That's a huge thing about the Home Depot is like, don't just point them at an aisle or tell them an aisle. You have to go with them and show them.
Yeah,
so
but that's
if I got this
corporate
right,
job.
if someone were to, I don't know, say, ask you where the hammers were,
I'd probably just murder
you'd have
them.
to.
You still don't know where the hammers are? What if it comes up, companion?
I'd be like, I'm in the gardening department.
Oh yeah, thanks,
Gardening
douche.
Yeah, great. All right, fine. I'll just wander around aimlessly.
Oh yeah, the fan art, by the way. This is by Anonymous. And Douglas was supposed to be on the podcast a couple hours ago, but then he said he was too tired and he went to sleep. So, you know, fair enough, I guess. I asked him like 2 hours before the podcast as usual. And
Oh, he's not asleep.
what?
Yeah, he's asleep.
Oh, okay. What a jerk. But yeah, it's by Anonymous.
We upgraded.
Yeah, we got
Boom.
Billy and Buttkiss out of that. We had to get 2 people to fill the hole that Douglas left.
I'll see you turn my insult into a compliment.
Can we please stop talking about Douglas's big holes?
Yeah, the bowl and the big holes that he actually, you know, he didn't leave a very big hole, to be honest.
Oh! It was a sizable hole.
So, about average size. Oh yeah. Other than just like what I have to do on my job, it's nice to have something to do. Really nice to have something to do. But I think it's definitely cutting into my YouTube channel for sure, because I haven't been wanting to do videos when I get home because I'm fucking exhausted. Maybe when I get used to the physical labor of walking around all day and lifting shit.
You'll be fine in like probably another 2 weeks. It'll just kick in.
I need better shoes and better insoles.
Yes.
Get some gel insoles. Oh my god,
Well, you haven't been paid yet, right?
No, haven't been paid yet, which is also something I'm a little worried about. So yeah.
Well, hopefully that will happen.
That's my life.
Yeah, like, why are you worried about like getting paid?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think the Home Depot is going to screw me over by not paying me because they're a giant company, you know. If it was a smaller company, I would be a little more worried about that, but...
Well, my old roommate got a job with me at Sodexo, who's like a huge food provider, and just because the management was so idiotic, they didn't pay him for like a month and a half until his mother called the manager, and then the person above them, and then the supervisor, and then the regional supervisor.
Jesus.
And eventually they're like, oh crap, we have to do something. She's going to like the president of the company, and then they paid him all the money next week. It's just stupid things can happen because of incompetent low-level management.
And then he was fired a week later for different reasons.
Completely separate reasons.
He was there for a few months.
My sister came into the store, and, you know, it wasn't too bad. I introduced her to my coworkers. But then we were walking past the paint aisle, and there was some chick there. And then she said fairly loudly, like, "Who's that cutie?" And I was like, oh no, am I going to get in trouble for that shit? So I went and apologized to her later when my sister left. And she said that she didn't even hear anything. So I just went and embarrassed myself for no reason.
Well, you know.
That was the first most awkward moment of the job, having to apologize on my sister's behalf.
I didn't want to like go into those type of things because there's always going to be weird customer interactions and like stuff like that. And like,
I mean,
oh yeah,
it's good
like,
stories at least.
Just wait till you get yelled at. Getting yelled at is like, okay, it's like a scale. Getting yelled at like the first time sucks, but then it gradually gets to the point where you're just like, yep, I've heard all this before.
Well, to be
a new
fair,
routine.
most of the people that come into the area that I'm working on are like old people or people that are just looking for garden supplies or power tools or something to help clean up their house. Like, people that come into Home Depot are probably a different demographic than people that come into the Walmarts or something like that, or Target.
Yeah, that's true. But the one problem with old people, let me start my old people rant, is they're gonna come in looking for something, but they're gonna talk to you for like 10 minutes about unrelated stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're like a captive audience. Which is, I guess, fine. You're getting paid for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're getting money, so what the fuck, why not? It's good customer
I feel like
service,
I've heard this
too.
before. Yeah, Cross has told me all this.
Oh.
Cross hates old people.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Damn. No wonder Cross doesn't want to work at the Home Depot in the
Put him on
garden
an ice
section.
drift.
Oh,
Not true.
maybe that's why he's looking for a hammer, so he can bash old people's skulls in.
Oh!
That is a leap of logic. I would not
Also-
use a hammer. That's not
Also,
an
you really don't need a hammer for that. Old people's skulls are pretty soft.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, use a spoon.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
This old people rumor started like 3 years ago. It's not gonna die.
You're the one propagating it, Cross, so you keep saying damn
How
it.
am I propagating?
Keep
Just
saying
stay
damn it.
silent every time you mention it.
I mean,
I said words. I mentioned that a hammer is an inefficient weapon for killing people. I think that should exonerate me.
Inefficient or not, it's still fun. Come on.
Aha! Buttkiss is the true killer.
what? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, of all people, I'm an equal opportunity killer.
It was Buttkiss in the Home Depot with the hammer. I'm calling it. Look at the feds right now.
We also have security cameras, so yeah, it definitely was. We saw him literally murdering people. But wait,
Oh, man.
he had a cross knight's
One time
face on.
Oh, you guys had a camera? You should have told me. I would have worn a nice suit or something.
There was an entire week that I flipped my boss off behind his back. Like, I just kept on flipping like the bird at him, and he had to review the cameras like sometime. Like, and I was like the entire time, I'm like, I did that a lot. I really hope he doesn't. And to this day, I never knew if he knew it, but yeah, like every time he would like turn his back, I would just flip him the double bird.
Was he an asshole?
Oh yeah. He would go because I was selling phones, right?
Oh yeah.
And like if we ever got a lineup or like more than like 3 people in the store because it was a small store, he would go into the back of like a vault. We had a vault in the back of the store, like a giant one, and he would just start punching the walls and just like flipping his shit. It was the worst.
Yeah, we don't.
Because I had to like lie to the customers about what was going on in the back.
There's some dudes fucking in the back, so don't worry about it.
He's just moving some stuff. It's fine. Ignore the screams of fucking customers. It's not related to you guys.
There was one time, like when I was working as a dishwasher, where like my nemesis, who I basically knew since we were both 5, became my manager.
Ooh.
And it was my birthday, and I was sitting at home, and he called me. He's like, "What the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be here." And I was like, "I don't think so." And my mother was about to like make stuff for me and stuff, and then I basically was just like, "That's it. I'm gonna go in there and quit. I'm gonna freaking quit." So I came in, and I basically, in front of customers, started essentially practically yelling at him. And then I was just like, "Well, I'm not coming in, you know, because it's my birthday." And he's like, "All right, well, I can't talk to you this right now." And then I like left. I looked at the schedule, and I was not supposed to be in there that day. So when I came back the next time, everyone was making fun of him because he called me on my birthday, and I was actually well liked. But like, I easily could have been fired. Like if I think I would have had a pretty good case for coming back, but ooh. Everything would have gone different if I actually quit then, because I was still there for like another 4 years after that.
And that was the dishwashing job?
Yeah, that was the dishwashing job.
Okay.
I hated that guy. For God's sakes, he was insane. He called me in on my birthday, like, come on. And then when people found that out, that he called me in on a day that I wasn't working on my birthday, they were just like giving him so much crap. It was wonderful.
I was actually going to ask you, Billy, last time we had the podcast, Buttkiss and Crossbar on, and I asked them what their first job was. What was your first job?
Okay, there's 2.
Okay.
One was I was grinding weld splatter off of stuff.
What?
And the second one is kind of the reason I am the way I am. I just scraped dead rats out of shipping containers.
Oh.
Like off of them.
That's pretty good.
No, I quit after a week. It was the worst job I've ever had.
I mean,
it was both my first and the worst.
Somebody has to do it, right?
No, probably not.
Get
It's
a
probably
robot.
not a job. Automate that, robots.
Some dude just gave you $10 a day just to scrape dead rats off of a freight thing.
Yeah, because this was back in like
Being
2004.
a good meat, you can keep it.
In fact, you're only being paid in rat carcasses.
What can I get for 2 rat carcasses? Oh,
You can get out now.
Yeah. Well, there was a time I was at a sub place and a woman tried to barter a dead bird for a sub. I told that story a lot. It's like one of my favorite stories. It's like, I'll give you this dead bird for that sub. It's like, no.
That's a good deal. Damn, one whole
Get
bird.
the fuck out of here. This is a
Give
health
me a live
issue.
bird and we'll talk.
What was the first one that you mentioned?
I was just grinding weld splatter off of like metal.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean?
Oh.
I did that for like 2 months.
I think it
and I
means-
was never clean.
Like
I was just like, every bit of me was like rusted black and like it was not good.
pretty sure he means like the excess metal that leaks places when people weld, and you have to grind that off. So
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
I never knew that was a job, but it makes sense.
It's not. It's boring. It can hurt because you can like get like pieces of metal in you or like weld splatter in you. But yeah, my job was all right.
Fair enough.
Oh, for fuck's
Sold
sake.
phones.
I'm not looking
I worked
forward
for
to the really
Walmart.
hot days that I'm going to have to be sitting outside. That's going to be terrible.
Yeah,
Ugh.
no comfort there. No, it's gonna be
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah. I was trying to think of an upside. There isn't really
Yeah, I'm
one.
going to have to carry a water bottle with me or something. The upside is that apparently at that Home Depot, they just like open a case of water and mark it down, and they just like give us water, and they're like, here's a bottle of water, because you're going to be lifting shit all day in hot
Yeah.
90-degree weather.
Yeah, I had another dishwashing job where it was during the summer and it was ridiculously hot, and they had like fans and stuff, but those were for the kitchen, not for the people washing the dishes.
Yeah, not to mention if you
So,
just
it
blow
was-
hot air around, it doesn't do much. You're still hot.
It was a little bit better in the kitchen, but yeah, it doesn't do much.
Like I've worked at a bunch of factories. And one of the things is they have like a heat thing where if it goes above a certain temperature, like everybody has to leave the building and go home.
Oh.
you still get paid full hours. And there was like a heat wave, like 2006, 2007, where I basically didn't go in for a week because every other day we were hitting like the heat marker. It was
Just
great.
start a fire. There you go. Guarantee
Nah,
the heat.
that doesn't. No, it doesn't really work.
Oh.
There were already It was a factory. There already was fire.
Oh shit. Damn.
There was welding and burning. And
Somebody else thought of it first. You guys got any more amazing, super amazing stories of your jobs?
Only
I
an
was.
amazing story, but not an amazing, super amazing.
Damn it.
I have one that I'm pretty sure I've told everybody that I was accused of being discriminatory towards a fat white old guy. And I was like, no, sir, I'm going to be you in a couple of years. I'm not discriminatory.
Did you actually tell him that, or?
No, but I told, like, the people I was working with because... And the worst part is, like, there was another guy on shift that backed me up. And then, I don't know how he knew this, but he knew two names of the two employees that worked there. And he said that they were in the back fighting. They hadn't been on that week.
Yeah.
It's like, how did you know their names? Like,
Maybe he starts trouble every once in a while and just looks at name tags. And wait, did
No,
he have
I-
name tags?
yeah, that's definitely
Okay.
what it was because like he got like a $900 phone for free, and like free service for like half a year. He almost got me fired.
Hmm.
Oh, it was the worst.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to do it. It's like 95% of the people are cool, but you're gonna get like that 5% that's
I would not say 95 is a little high.
really.
Yeah, I would say closer to 65.
Ooh.
Just slightly better than 50%.
Well, I only worked with college students, so
There'll be
most of
that
them are
one
really
customer
scary.
though that was like, you sort of make this job worth it, and then another customer will come and just completely invalidate that whole feeling. It's like,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah. Well, I remember like my mother worked in a McDonald's, and like she, the customer needed like 3 pennies back, so she broke open, or I don't know, the customer paid in pennies, and the customer thought that she was counting the pennies to make sure that there was enough, but she wasn't. She was just putting them in the
Yeah,
right tray.
I've had
And the
that.
woman flipped out, and right before that, she's pretty sure she put a gypsy curse on her. And
I
then
haven't-
she
I-
ran out the door.
I haven't had the gypsy curse thing, but I have had the whole "Are you counting the money? Why don't you trust me?" thing.
Yeah.
Like,
And she
Dude,
was just
I
like,
have
I
to
have
do
to put the coins in the right spot. It wasn't like I was counting your pennies.
well,
Ugh.
like the worst thing is, like I worked for a phone company, right? And we have like mandatory sales targets, and there are things we have to say to a customer, like,
Mm.
"Hi, do you want to upgrade your plan?" Like these are like mandated by the company, not by us. And like another thing is like if we're going into your account, we have to ask for your photo ID. It's like
Mhm.
the amount of times people are like, "Why? Why do you need my photo ID?" It's like, can you just? If I was a cop, we would not be having this conversation. But because I'm just a fat white dude, it's like, it's the worst.
Unlike all cops.
It's like, just can I please see your ID? I need it to get into your account.
Well, that sounds suspicious.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to
Eh.
work the cashier, for fuck's sake. If I have, I just load people's cars up and stuff like that. I don't have to deal with money, anything like that.
It's not too bad. It just depends on like where it is and what you're doing.
That's true. At our Home Depot, the cashiers at the garden place, if it's like a slow day, they can literally just sit there on their phones waiting for somebody to pull up to the window.
Yep.
In this tiny box that's just like air conditioned or heated, and I'm just like, God, I wish I could be you instead of just standing out here walking around.
Is it stab proof?
As long as they keep the door closed, I assume.
Okay, because that was the one thing I wish I had like at my job was like, more for their protection than mine, I guess.
I was gonna say, where the hell did you work?
Like, we had we had a guy who he had his license suspended. He was a limo driver, so he brought in just a thing that said he was a limo driver, and I'm like, sir, I can't help you with this. And then he started yelling, "Do you even work here?" And like 5 minutes after he left, I'm like, oh man, I should have said no. I volunteer here. Like there's so many other jokes they could have made, but he was already gone.
I mean, that's a recipe for getting fired.
No, my boss was like, that guy was an asshole. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice when management actually sides with you. What so do you guys have any more stories or?
I
14
lost
more.
my hand once.
Once I was a cattle farmer in the Midwest, and no, actually, I got nothing.
Just a
That
scraping
was
of dead rats.
on my
That's
arm
all
the
I got.
entire time.
I wouldn't recommend it. It's
Mm.
gross. I'll never feel clean again.
But food rats.
All right, so we're 24 minutes into the podcast, and we just started to talk about video games. Welcome to Blading Crew Podcast. We do occasionally talk about video games. Coming up in the show,
You're not allowed to steal that.
I made that joke again after so long. I've been holding it
That
back.
shit's copyright.
You can't.
I thought we were talking about video games like that. Life.
Yeah,
that
we're
kid-
raising our currency and skill points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more currency than skill.
I'm raising my charisma skill every time I go into work. So yeah, we can talk about the first topic, the end of YouTube, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point.
Yeah. Basically, I mean, this is the main reason I wanted the podcast, just because, like, I know, like, me and Companion watch a whole lot of, like, YouTube-related news and, like, gamer-related news, but I don't think everyone does.
I don't.
So,
I
so Buttkiss
sort of do.
might not even know.
PewDiePie and H3H3, all that garbage.
Yeah, H3H probably talked about this, right? But
Probably.
a bunch of advertisers
Yeah.
pulled out of YouTube, apparently, and I guess this happened a while ago. And because of that, YouTube kind of went ballistic with their advertiser-friendly thing, like making sure that videos were okay for advertisers. And there have been casualties. Like, there have been a lot of videos that should not have been demonetized. So now it's not just like, a white supremacist video. It can also be like a video condemning white supremacy. Or it could just be something talking about war, like just actual straight news coverage.
Well, there was also a lot of, like, for some weird reason, like, they also have, like, parental settings, and a lot of stuff that featured the word gay was filtered out, even if it wasn't, like, so, like, gay couples talking about their wedding, for example, was considered, like, not safe for work and not, like, advertiser friendly, which is weird.
And the thing is, that was the first wave. The first wave of that, when a lot of people were aware of it, when it started censoring LGBT videos, but it's gotten significantly worse since then. Like, because now it's like, I think the word atheist is now censored.
Yeah.
So a lot of things, just anything resolving religions. Like if you mention ISIS, for example, even if you're just talking about ISIS attacks, it gets censored. So pretty much all YouTube news networks are just. I was watching one of them that got like 80% of their revenue cut now. Like the graph is ridiculous. It's just like
Yeah, there's a creepypasta sort of channel that I watch. And they put a video out saying they lost 85% of their fucking ad revenue with the newest because it's all about those advertisers pulling out of YouTube because they don't like their videos showing up next to extreme political opinions or ISIS support videos or something like that.
It's just like there is so like a lot of those videos, there were processes in place to not monetize those anyway. It's just now they're hitting legitimate news sources.
Yeah, that's
like things that should be fine.
That was the age gating system. I thought that was what that was for. Right? Like nudity.
What?
If you put out a like sexual video or something like that, it can get age gated. I assume couldn't they just use that for extreme political opinions or something like that?
I mean, if that would actually be worse, I think, because then there would be people who actually couldn't even watch the content as opposed to just not have advertising.
And Cross, I feel like that thing that you're talking about, restricted mode, that's the one that's blocking out atheist videos and religious videos and LGBT videos and stuff like that. I feel like that's separate from the advertisers pulling out issue thing.
It's not, because those videos with those keywords have been demonetized. That's the issue.
Right, yeah, okay. I see what you mean.
So
yeah, but the thing with advertising on like a super religious video is like, who's gonna want to? Is the other issue there? Like,
well, no, the thing is, everybody that 99% of people that watch YouTube, I assume, they don't go to a video like, I'm gonna watch this ISIS video that I agree with or something like that, and they see like a Pampers advertisement on there. People know that the advertisements are separate from the video. That's just what people. That's how the culture of YouTube has sprung up as, and I guess advertisers don't see it that way.
Well, it's based, like, there's an actual algorithm. There's a video by GCP Grey that breaks it down about how they actually know a lot of information about you, you specifically when you watch a video and what they should advertise to
Yep.
you. And it's like it's based on age, where you're located, sex. Like, so if you're like a female over the age of 60 in the middle of nowhere, you're gonna get like maybe one ad every 10 days, if even that.
Well, not to mention the fact that didn't the U.S. push through some sort of legislation that makes it legal for ISPs to sell your browsing history to
Yeah, that
advertisers?
just happened.
Yeah.
That's the
That
US
happened
though.
like a week ago.
Canada, I'm pretty sure, because we have like literally one internet company, that's already a thing. We're already screwed.
Yeah,
It's fine. They can have my browser history. I don't care.
That's kind of
we got to
fucked.
enjoy our supposed freedom for an additional 3 years.
Yeah. That's really incredibly fucked up.
Worst part is, I worked for that company, but that is another story. But
But that's a story for another time.
Yeah, I know it was already happening, but having it
Yeah,
endorsed
there's-
by the government that's what's fucked up.
With the YouTube thing, though, people are hoping that this is a glitch. Like, if you might remember, like, several years ago, a lot of videos got, like, fake copyright claims, like, from music companies that are like, we didn't issue these, we didn't want to, we weren't trying to demonetize your videos, and YouTube eventually fixed it. So people are hoping that they just messed up the algorithms, and eventually then these news channels are only going to have, like, 50% of their videos demonetized, like not 85 or anything ridiculous, but we don't know, and YouTube's not communicating with it. And some of these people, their job is a YouTube news channel, and they could be screwed. So for those people, like, even if it gets fixed, they don't know it's going to be fixed, and they're terrified right now.
Well, chances are it's probably just like everything else on YouTube, just scattershot with the bots. You know, it's all bots going through, I assume, through the videos, through the tags, titles, probably through audio too. I know somebody that works for Google that sometimes their job is to go into a video and look for specific keywords or even swearing, which will probably get your videos demonetized at some point here now too, which is fucked up.
Well, that's the rumor, is that they're trying to develop that. I'm not sure if it's actually been implemented yet. It might have been.
It probably
But
will
keywords definitely has, because I had 2 videos demonetized, and both of them had to have been keywords, because it doesn't make sense otherwise. There's nothing. Well, I mean, one of them was Secret Hitler, but I have 6 Secret Hitler videos, and only one of them was demonetized, and it also had the word "fatal" in the title. So that has to be a keyword thing.
be. Yeah. You know what? Another interesting thing about this situation with the advertisers, the demonetization feature is, I assume this is going to push more people into Patreon.
Yes.
And that takes away 100%, like, my videos are being demonetized. I'm just going to take off advertisements from all my videos, just open up a Patreon, get crowdfunded straight from my viewers. That cuts out YouTube completely. They aren't getting any money anymore from any of that. So
well, they could also do
it's
the
just a shitty
little,
cycle.
Audible/Lisa thing where like halfway through the video they just subscribe to, like, TB does that, like Giant Bomb does that, where there's literally like an ad break in the middle of their video.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how that works as far as YouTube money goes, but I don't think YouTube gets any
They don't
of that.
get paid at all for that. Not at all.
So I feel like that's like an alternative. Like, they're gonna go either ads in the video or just Patreon.
That's why YouTube did stuff like YouTube Red, because of crowdfunding has become more popular. And
Well, I think it's not just that. The thing is, this was a huge thing. That's why it's getting mentioned. But ad revenue has been dropping steadily since like 2012.
absolutely.
And so, like, even before this, it's just you don't get as much as you used to. I used to make so much more, and I used to get a lot more views. But also, just per same view, I used to definitely make more. So people who depend on this as their livelihood have had to diversify, and that's why you're seeing a lot more sponsors. Some of the, like, some people also put ads, like, not like spoken ads, but you can also make it so like 5 ads appear on a YouTube video if you're really crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've seen those. I'm like, they're like 5 like ads in the first like 10 minutes of a video. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
The best, there are like entire Bollywood movies on YouTube, like there's tons of them, and they all have like 30 ad breaks in them.
It's like watching fucking television. YouTube is going down the path of the fucking television companies, and
Well, they want to.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not why people watch YouTube. They don't watch them to like, if you look at the front page, it's just filled with fucking TV shows and things that you would find on cable. It's terrible.
Well, it's also full of pregnant pink Spider-Man featuring Elsa Frozen videos.
Yeah, Elsa pregnant Spider-Man videos.
I love that. That's a thing.
Oh my god, that would be an amazing child. You'd have Spider-Man's powers and ice powers.
No, Spider-Man's
That's so
pregnant.
good.
Yeah,
So-
it's like
Oh.
a female Spider-Man.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
it's a male Spider-Man.
Well, there's a male
Oh.
Spider-Man, and then there's a female Spider-Man who was impregnated by him. It's a whole thing. It's not good.
And they give birth to
It's-
Elsa.
It's a bunch of like keywords that a kid would type in, so it's like a video that just gets a shit ton of hits.
See, now that's the type of thing that YouTube wants to protect against, and they do a decent job at doing it. But that one might slip under the radar if you're not
Just
careful.
go on the trending tab on YouTube and just like,
It's terrible.
yeah,
You have videos with like 10,000 views on trending for no reason. It's like, why is this up here? What?
Monster Slime, Toss and Eating Glue, plus Sean Sour Lemon Faces, Funnel Vision Fruity Pebbles cereal vlog.
Are they still doing
Is that
that?
the title?
Yep.
What this?
It has over 800,000 views.
Man, I've been titling my videos wrong.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta add in.
Yeah.
What are you playing right now? Plants vs Zombies 2. Put in Let's Play Plants vs Zombies 2 Part 1, Episode 1, Walkthrough Gameplay Playthrough Part 1,
HD.
HD
Also
1080p,
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Scary.
Ugh.
Shit.
Yeah, beautiful.
Number 6 will make you cry.
Click here to find out more.
So that's a fucked up cycle. I wonder how that's going to turn out. I wonder what the next 5 years is going to be for YouTube. Oh my god, I really want just to download all the videos off my channel and mirror them to another site, or just put them on a hard drive, buy a hard drive with my paycheck, and just like a 2 terabyte hard drive, put all my videos on there, store it away, you know.
Yeah, pretty much every video I've ever made, and I have over 2,000 at this point, I have saved to a hard drive because I'm paranoid. I was paranoid because I thought my channel would be deleted for some BS reason, but now I'm also paranoid because of
Well,
this.
it could still happen. Your channel still could be deleted
yeah.
for some bullshit reason. I feel like me uploading Silent Hill 1, that Let's Play, was the stupidest thing I've ever done with my channel. Because Konami's an asshole. Fuck Konami.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna nuke YouTubers, so.
Oh, they've made some... I want to play Suikoden so badly, and I'll never be able to.
I have a thing relating to Twitch and about how there's a game I want to stream, but I can't stream it. And no, it's not that dick game. Persona 5.
Simulator or...
Penetration.
Yeah, that game. Persona 5, they specifically said you're not allowed to stream past day 77 in the game. There's 365 days because it's a full year, so you're not allowed to stream past day 77. And Jim
Interesting.
Sterling did a video about how, like, they're not asking, they're, like, threatening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
One interesting part of that, though, is that they specifically said our masters in Japan are wary about this streaming thing. So they put the blame on Japan. So that's another case of Japan publishers or developers not understanding Western streaming services and stuff like that.
This
Yeah,
is where
'cause
I would go fuck the Japan.
There was that famous case during the first, well, I talked about before, all the bots like started putting out copyright claims. People got copyright claims from Nintendo videos, and they were asked to make those videos by Nintendo of America.
Yeah.
And Nintendo of Japan copyright claimed them.
That happens so often where it's just like, but it's we're part of the company. Like, this should not be
Yeah.
happening. It's like, yeah, I know, right?
It's just this is like just such messy ground, and like no one knows exactly what's going to happen. And I like YouTube news channels. There are some really, really good ones, and they're going to have to go to Patreon now. Which again, yeah, that means YouTube gets nothing.
Exactly.
so-
It's a really fucked up thing. I think YouTube... They should have pushed the tip jar more. Completely made Patreon obsolete and just taken what Patreon takes. You know what I mean? Maybe even like a tiny bit
Well-
less to cut them out.
Or do like a
Yeah.
Twitch thing where it's like a tip jar,
Bits.
like, you know, donate like $1 per video if you want.
Oh, imagine that.
Well, I think they were
Like
adding
Twitch,
some type
yeah.
of like YouTube streaming tip jar where if you tipped something, your comment would go to the top of the chat and stay there for a little bit. But I don't know. Yeah, you're laughing because you can see how that would be abused.
The amount of evil things I would fucking do with it.
You can turn that off.
The amount of
God, dollar
horrendous
bills.
things.
I can't wait to show off my Emoticon penis.
Hey, I paid $1 for this. You can't get rid of this. Well,
Can though, the person can get rid of the comments.
I know.
I mean,
that's just
morally
like,
they can't though, Cross.
No, I think morally they can, but realistically, if you're streaming and it goes up immediately, like even if you're kind of on top of it,
Yeah.
things are gonna get through.
That's why I'd
So-
probably turn it off if I was a bigger one.
And then knowing the bots, they would see like a censored word and they would just immediately be like, "Nope, the stream's over." It's like, oh, okay.
The stream is attracting an awful lot of porn links.
Yeah, there's also something weird about YouTube streaming where if you get a copyright thing, I think your stream just stops or something.
Yeah, rather than just muted.
Yeah. Something weird like that. Like,
No.
this is copyright footage, here's a strike, and your stream stopped, and now you can't access your channel. You're like, well,
Like YouTube wants to be Netflix and Twitch, and they both do it really badly. So
Yeah, like who does anyone here like actually watch anything on like the YouTube streaming?
no.
No.
I go to Twitch for
Like-
my
Despite how
streams.
much Matt Pat wants me to.
Like their biggest draw like for YouTube streaming and YouTube Red was PewDiePie.
Oh, and they dropped
And
it.
I'm like, that's not no. Like he's still not on. He doesn't have a show on YouTube Red, but I'm pretty sure he still has like a thing. But it's
Mm.
like, I don't like PewDiePie. Like this has nothing for me. Like
Yeah.
people are getting tired of him, and like he's not making them the money that he used to.
Are people getting tired of
barrels and
him?
rape
I think the
jokes.
people that are getting tired of him are replaced by... What? Oh my god, what if YouTube works against PewDiePie now?
That would be the most
That'd be great.
ridiculous, like, tone deaf, not aware of your own assets.
Yeah. Well, they did drop him,
Be a terrible-
so...
The thing is, it's PewDiePie. What's happening with PewDiePie is like I've actually watched a few of his videos, but they're all his blog videos, which I just
Yep.
like because I don't like him watch games.
Yeah.
And he's doing more of those, and people don't seem to like those.
Nope.
Like I think he himself might just be getting a little bit bored with what he did because like he was younger when he started. He had a bombastic style. He's an adult now. Like he's gonna change.
Well-
His audience doesn't necessarily though, and that that probably is gonna change his viewership some.
Like I was talking to Fraser about this, and this is gonna sound maybe assholeish, right? But
Mhm.
he has enough money that he could like start doing something with like integrity, rather than
Mhm.
like barrel and rape jokes. Like he could
Well,
put out.
to be
like,
fair,
an
he
actual-
stopped the rape jokes.
Yeah, but like he has he could buy integrity. Like he could put out content that is worth watching.
He could buy integrity.
Yeah, he could buy like
it's just
a
an
suit.
ironic statement.
He could...
No, I know. It's just, come on.
He-
Like, you have money. Do something. Like, don't pay, like, guys $5 to hold up a kill the Jews sign. That's not
Mhm.
funny. It's, like, I will say something offensive, and it'll get a laugh. No one laughed at the kill all the Jews thing.
I'm sure
I thought-
people did. It was like, oh my
And
god, I
think
can't believe
he
they
at
did it.
least- He at least understood that he messed up there, but he didn't understand that he messed up enough that he shouldn't show it.
Yeah. Like, if you're gonna say something offensive, at least make it funny. Like, that's the thing. Like, hide the offensiveness in humor.
Well, the thing is, the game theory, or maybe it was film theory, but they did an entire thing about why that got him in so much trouble, and other comedians can actually say that and it'd be okay. And
Yeah.
there is like, you
Oh.
expect humor from comedians, basically, is what it boiled down for them. But if it comes out of left field, like you're not, it's gonna seem really.
Well, if you
bad.
didn't like that PewDiePie thing, there's a new special by Louis C.K. For Netflix that he did, and like for the first 30 minutes, it's like pretty fucking left field extreme comedy, and
Yeah, I like Louis C.K. though.
it was I laughed, but holy fuck, what he was saying is
I need to see it. He's one of my favorite comedians. I really like him, so we'll see.
it's pretty great.
Yeah, but he'll also like talk to you about his daughters, and it's like, oh man, it's kind of heartwarming.
Yeah, like life.
And then he'll talk about lube, and it's like, oh, okay. Tonal
Talk
shift.
about how much he hates his family.
Yeah.
Like that's the best part
Yeah.
about his comedy.
Yeah, no, he
know.
wasn't nearly as funny when he wasn't divorced. Like once he got divorced, it got way better. It's just, he
So
just
true.
Got, like angry. He needed less hair and more divorce to be funny.
Ah, So yeah, YouTube is exploding, and it's gonna be over, and YouTube is going down.
No, it's not.
So
Always
save
exploding.
all your videos.
It might get better.
Save all your videos. I think I'll also have to download all the videos on SSOH PKC's second channel, and so I can save those and show them to my children, and they can be like, "Why the fuck are you showing me these 240p videos?" I'll be like, "This is who I watched when I was 15." And I'll die.
Whatever, Grandpa.
I'm gonna go.
This
I'm
isn't
gonna
in
go play.
3D, like actual 3D holograms in our living room.
I was thinking
I'm gonna go
that.
play. I'm gonna go play Rayplay 30. In
Oh
the living room.
god.
Oh,
It's like,
With realistic
oh, man.
3D holograms.
oh man.
I don't know. I feel like YouTube is always exploding, and then it's not. I feel like it'll probably bounce back.
To be fair,
Like,
this is like a really harsh time for creators.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other issue is where can they go?
VidMe, vid.me, the website that
No,
everybody...
like, no one. Come on, no one.
On to
it's
Daily
YouTube.
Motion.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's like YouTube is basically the only place.
Vio?
Like people constantly talk about how they're going to create a new platform, but it's like
Bam.
you
Facebook.
can't.
Facebook live stream.
You know what my favorite thing about those like smaller YouTube trying to, like YouTube startups that are trying to take over it? It seems like on every front page of those fucking websites, they have a this site versus YouTube. Which one's better? And it's always like sucking that site's dick in the video. And so, the
This
community's
one has
like, yeah.
boobs. This one doesn't. It's like nah.
So, apparently Terraria Otherworld was scrapped.
Yeah. So that's the
Okay.
second topic.
Oh.
Question?
Yes?
What is Terraria Underworld?
Otherworld.
No idea.
It's I assume it was like the developers of Terraria's answer to Starbound. Back when that was announced, they like announced Terraria Otherworld, so you could like go to other worlds, and there were higher.
It was basically Terraria 2.
Yeah,
pretty
Terraria
much.
2, and they had higher detailed models and stuff like that. Your character was looked a little bit better, but apparently all of the development for that was scrapped. I believe I read the article, and they're handing off development of that game to the people who ported Terraria to pretty much every console ever. And they're starting from the ground up as far as I know. And
Also, it's still happening.
yeah, apparently it's still
Yeah, it's still
happening.
happening, yeah.
I think it's slated for a 2017 release or something like that, it said. Or maybe that was the port of Terraria to the Switch and stuff like that.
So why? Because the Terraria developers are some of the best developers ever. They just keep on releasing free DLC for like 4 years.
Well, they give two
and they don't even
reasons.
have to.
Reason number one was that it didn't meet the quality they wanted. And two, they didn't want to push it out, like, before it was finished. And it was way behind schedule, too. So, that's pretty unfortunate. I don't know what the developers of Terraria are working on now. If they aren't working on Terraria Otherworld, maybe they're just still working on Terraria.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, maybe we'll see some more info from that. I just thought we should mention that since, I have a Let's Play of Terraria up on my channel. You have one up on your channel. Billy and Buttkiss have one up on their channel.
Yeah, Billy's Let's Play is amazing.
I think my favorite one is Relic Dies, actually. The one that he never posted.
Wait, you've seen it?
No, but I recorded the first episode, or the first session.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty good.
I should release that.
I remember
highlights.
we actually did that.
I was gonna release that highlights video as like an advertisement for Relic's Terraria Let's Play, but
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't. It would have been
then he
disappointing.
never
You guys
released
are the
it.
worst hype man.
Yeah.
It's like you should be with my friend. Look at his face. It's like, oh, the worst hype
They
man.
didn't scrap everything? Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I assume they kept probably the base game engine or something, maybe some assets here and there, but they're working, like a new developer is working on it, so it's not going to be
Wow.
the same game.
What developer makes Terraria? Because you look at Google and it lists 3 different developers. Is it Relogic?
Relogic, I think, is the publisher.
Yeah, and then apparently they're starting fresh with Pipeworks.
Pipeworks is the one
Studios.
that ported all of it,
Okay.
and that's the new developers of Otherworld.
Well, all 3 developers are also listed as publishers, so that's also a bit confusing.
that's true, Adam. There you go.
Pipeworks Studios. What else have they made?
They just ported stuff as far as I know.
Okay.
Hey,
Because I go to Relogic and it looks like they just did Terraria.
I saw a link in chat and I was like, Neuro guy. Nope.
No, Neuro doesn't watch us anymore.
Yeah,
So-
I think he's still in the oozing in though. He's still doing stuff there.
Fair enough. To be fair, he tolerated us for like 4 years. I can't expect him to
That
keep
poor
on going.
bastard.
Ooh, we can invite him when we finally do that Drive Not Found.
Oh yeah, the Dynamite thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't find the developer, the original developer for Terraria. What the hell? Maybe it'll be on Steam. It'll probably be on Steam.
That's what
Yeah.
I was. Because like it shouldn't be this hard to find it, right? You should just be able to Google it and it pops up immediately. But I'm getting
Oh, it
3
says
different
developer
developers. They're all listed as publishers.
developer Relogic, so maybe they are the publisher and the developer
Okay.
or something. And it's just
Yes.
like I don't know.
So as far as I can tell, they're not working on anything else. So
Weird.
you know,
Maybe they're just rolling in their cash.
maybe they deserve it.
So you guys got any other topics that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, don't. I don't know this for sure, but if you're making YouTube videos and you're thinking about joining a network, maybe don't. Maybe just go to AdSense, because I'm starting to think that I'm making the same amount of money or possibly a little bit more when you take out the fact that no one's taking out an additional 40 to 30%. Just pointing out maybe networks don't do anything for you anymore. Maybe they did 4 years ago. But
The only
Well,
thing
yeah,
that I've
that's
heard
why-
of that MCNs can do, one, if you're bigger, they help you out more. Two,
Yes.
they might be able to help you out of a copyright strike if you're lucky. Number three, I think they stop the bots from scanning certain parts of your videos, because you know how all MCNs have like a content database and you get put under that umbrella of like
But based on what I've seen, there is absolutely no difference between what happened to me when I was with them and now that I'm not with them. Except that I think no one will be taking 30% of my money. But I don't want to say that. I need to wait 2 months to make that definitive. But right now, I don't think I'm going to join another network.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably no reason to. The MCNs are probably
Yeah.
just going to follow suit with Maker and just die off, I assume.
Maybe. I think broadband is still going pretty strong. The only reason Maker went under is because Disney bought. By the way, Maker was profitable. It was making a profit. It just wasn't making enough profit for Disney's liking, so they axed it. So
MC.
Yeah, but they also lost a lot of high profile content creators. They were just leaving Maker immediately after their contract was done.
well, because they weren't providing anything useful.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Total
I
Biscuit,
don't know.
he started back on SoundCloud, and if you don't know, Total Biscuit used to talk a lot on SoundCloud about everything. Post a lot of audio journals, and it was one of my favorite things about him. But he responded to a video that a YouTuber, I think called Cry, not Cryotic,
Yeah.
but Cry.
Aw.
He put out a video saying Maker is terrible and here's all the reasons why. He talked about not getting paid, not being able to contact
Oh, that's,
people, getting out of the contract.
Who is that? I know who you're talking about. That's I watched that video.
Yeah. But then Total Biscuit
I
was
wanna
like,
see it.
here's what I know about Maker, and I negotiated a contract with them that worked out for me because I didn't
Yep.
want to get stuck in a shitty contract. That was interesting. I'll link to his SoundCloud if you're interested.
My favorite thing about the SoundCloud thing is once Total Biscuit just made a video about how he wanted to call out this guy that would hurt him, and I saw a comment that said they're gonna hold this video against you for a long time, and it was Companion. And I was like, what?
Whoa.
What are the odds?
Holy
There
shit.
were 200 comments on this, and I just happened to click on one, and it was you.
It's true. They're going to hold that shit against him.
I know, but it was shocking that I, randomly in the internet I encountered you.
Apparently other Billy encountered a video
Yeah.
on
There was a
Noah
video where
Cadwell
he was, the
Gervais.
top comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Wait, did I have any
Wait.
thumbs ups, or was it just
No, it was
Just
the top,
related.
it was the most it was the highest video.
the
I
highest
think
thumb?
it had the most thumbs up, and I was like,
Oh shit!
but why? I'm pretty sure it was you do good work, man. It's how is that insightful? Okay.
You know my favorite? I mean, not favorite, but fucking most hated comments are on YouTube when they just repeat what they said in the video, and then all of a sudden, like,
Yeah.
4,000 thumbs up, and it's like, great. It's wonderful. They don't even timestamp it.
I've thumbed up some of those though
f-
because
I-
I'm like, oh, it was funny.
I can't. Jesus Christ.
I'm guilty of that. I remember when he said that. Oh,
That 2 minutes ago, that was great.
mm.
I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, right. I wanted to release a special video for everybody watching live right now, and also I guess I'll put it in the description of the YouTube video if you guys see it here. But it's from the highlights of the 24-hour Drive Not Found stream we had last October, and I think Cross has seen it. Where we're all singing Smash Mouth All Stars, and it's
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was great.
completely in sync. Here we go.
You knew every word. Perfect.
I'm gonna link it to you guys. You guys can totally watch this after the stream ends. You have to wait until after. Otherwise, I'm gonna ban you all. Okay, so I guess we should talk about what's on our channel. Oh, wait, no, there's also one more thing I wanted to mention about YouTube. It's real quick, real short. They changed the description system back to 3 lines instead of 2.
Oh, good.
Yeah, thank God.
Dumb.
Maybe somebody on YouTube was like, "Whoops, I didn't notice that. And didn't hit backspace on that coding language."
Yeah, because are you trying to guarantee that people just only put like an ad for like their Patreon at the first link and never have a description? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, they didn't even save much space.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's going up on your channel, Billy and Buttkiss? What's going up on your channel, Cross?
There should be Billy and Buttkiss is a pretty good name for like a podcast or a channel, you know.
One's
should
a
have, like, a
box,
buddy
one's
channel.
butt with a gun.
One of them's copyright infringing.
One says some horribly offensive stuff.
One does the same, but it's usually actually funny.
Billy and Buttkiss.
Oh, ow.
Which is which? Which is
I'm gonna
which?
It's up
assume
to
I'll do
you.
that funny one. That's fine. Yeah, let's let the audience decide.
Yeah. Well, all right. My channel, Plants vs Zombies 2, which I'm not kidding, might end up being my longest Let's Play ever, including Xenogears. It's looking like that's possible.
Are you still enjoying it?
Yes, and
Cool.
I've actually had to stop recording it because I was like 2 months ahead, and I was like, I want when someone comments for me to actually mention it, not 2 months later. So I haven't recorded in like a week. Shadow of Mordor is going underway. I haven't finished recording that yet, but that's on like part 10. And Bleed with Private Buttkiss.
Nice.
is
Yeah!
also going up.
Horribly offensive things and actually funny.
I'm sitting over here bleeding.
I don't think we were offensive at all. We just, you know, I don't even think we got that frustrated, which is surprising considering it took us 2.5 hours to beat a game that can be beaten in like 25 minutes.
We talked about Buttkiss like just showing up at your house last podcast, right?
Wait, did we not? We might not have.
You guys probably didn't.
Oh.
Well, there's not time for that. It's on your channel.
Tune in next week for the continue. There you go. clickbait.
Yeah, we can talk about
Find out
that.
next time on the waiting queue.
Yeah, now you have an install base. They have to watch next week to find what would happen.
So on my channel, I just started a new Let's Play, new Half-Life 2 mod called The Intern Story. They released a new chapter, Chapter 3, and that's a final chapter to it. But I Let's Played that already 4 years ago, back when I first started my channel in 2012. And I just thought, instead of leaving those shitty videos up as the only videos for that Let's Play up on my channel, I thought I should just re-Let's Play it. So I'll release part 2 later today. But other than that game, I also have State of Decay, still trekking along at that game. There's a
I'm actually watching that because I told you I would. Yay.
Oh, thank you. There's a problem with that game though that I've run into. It's a sort of game where if you don't play it, the game still simulates shit that happens while you're not playing. And the problem with that is that I record like 4 episodes maybe, wait 2 weeks, record again, wait 2, I batch record.
Yeah.
But then I come back 2 weeks later, everybody's fucking dead that I just met, and it's like, great. Well, now what? So that could be a problem. I don't know how I'm going to sort that out. And Stranded 2. That's what the other one was. I'm going to still be continuing on with that.
It's impossible to let's play most mobile games because of that. A lot of them have a real-time time mechanic.
Exactly, and unless you sit there and dedicate a week to recording that fucking game so you can get it done, then it could be a problem. But
Yeah.
there's another game that I was gonna mention, but I can't remember it now, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Stranded 3. No.
Great play.
No.
Electric Booga Tree.
I wonder if
I think that might be my.
if you censor
might be
that
my-
game, do you think you could do a let's play of it?
No, God, no.
Because there are hentai game let's plays on YouTube.
Cube. The amount of censorship. the amount of censorship. Game.
The
No.
entire thing will just be a gigantic black
Yeah.
text.
At the point, you're just listening to like audio that I don't even think you could listen to.
You can
'Cause-
you can describe like I've seen people read out fanfics.
No, I don't think there's any way you could do that. I don't like that genital jousting is banned on Twitch. I
Hmm.
don't like that. It's like the only thing.
You know, I am thinking
Bothers
about
me.
that, Adam Clements. I might just like I'd hate to start a let's play and just be like, "Oh, that's the end of let's play. I'm gonna stream it instead. Bye." You know what I mean? That'd be fucking weird.
Or just stream it on Twitch and then just upload it like unedited as is.
Sounds like the worst thing for anybody that pops into that let's play. It's like, wow, this took a dip in quality. Holy shit.
Well, oh man, I guess I can mention it. Darkside Phil, there was a game he couldn't beat, so instead of beating
good
it, he
joke.
just streamed the ending that someone else put up on YouTube.
Oh.
Like, rather than beat the game himself, he's just like, yeah, it was too hard. Here's some other guy doing it. It's like,
Wait.
Come on.
Darkside Film, was that the guy who accidentally streamed himself masturbating?
Yeah.
yes, yeah, let's.
He showed his orgasm
Poor guy.
face. That was hilarious.
Oh, he's my favorite worst person in the world.
He's a pretty terrible person.
Yeah, that's why I don't feel bad for that.
He actually has a fan base dedicated to shitting on him, which is hilarious. he was the guy that you saw across. You're like, wow, why do people hate this guy so much? And I looked into it.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Wait, what's his name again?
Darkside Phil.
Oh,
fucking
I don't think I do
watching
know.
that man play video games is the most frustrating and
It is.
infuriating thing in the
Oh,
world.
I just remembered the game that I was gonna probably post soon. Silent Hill 2. I streamed it last year. I started streaming it on the 4th, on April 1st of last year. So,
Wait, but that's a Konami.
yep, I'm gonna be posting it to my channel probably.
Yeah, but it's a Konami game they don't care about, so it should be fine.
I mean, the first game had content ID matches, so mostly in cutscenes. But yeah, I guess we should end the podcast. You guys got anything else you want to mention real quick?
I don't think I can't believe we didn't talk about Buttkiss visiting, but we
Yeah,
got distracted on jobs for half an hour.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, don't worry about it.
Next time.
I've already forgotten I visited too.
Fair enough.
And I found out your real name really was Adam Jettison.
Uh-huh.
did you look at
Yeah.
his?
Everyone knows
Wait,
now.
did you look at his mail? just steal a piece of his mail.
I did, but that's not how I found it.
And his identity.
Yeah.
I
his
almost
wallet.
concealed my real name from him. Almost.
All right, I'll catch you
Yeah,
guys
that
later.
wouldn't
Thanks for
That would
watching.
not have worked.
This has been the Waiting Queue podcast for 4617, the 112th episode. I hope I remember to change that number. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and bye bye.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.